It is nice though, I will say, when I'm actually floating back there and I'm like putting a little bit of brake, it does nicely, because that's like kind of the idea. You don't want to be on and off with the brake when you're trying to float, because you're, you know, on or off technically. So when there's like a little bit of play, a little bit of drag when you press it slightly, that's actually nice. But I'm not used to it yet, so my foot's just full slamming that bitch. I see. I was constant on the throttle there. I brought it up too fast, and then I like tapped it hard, and it went down. Obviously. That was more of like a smooth little drag. I didn't press the brake super hard. That one I did, and I pressed it too hard. Even now, at my level, you need to be fucking smooth. If you're not in the mood, or you're not like all there, and you're just flinging it up and trying to catch it with the brake, you're not warmed up, you're gonna press the brake. That's just instinct. Most of it comes down to throttle control at the end of the day. So your clutch up smooth, throttle smooth. With the muscle memory, it also includes like how much throttle you need to give it to get it up to balance point instantly, or dropping back instantly. That's why even if you don't feel like you're improving, you actually subconsciously are, just as you do wheelies. It's a bit of a bumpy road. Literally. Anyway, I think we should probably talk about progression while I'm sat here doing fuck all. And my lack thereof progression in the past year or so. I don't know, man. I guess I've been too social media minded now. No, I'm just kidding. I was having fun with it. I was just doing the shit I knew on the roads. But when you're on the roads, especially these kind of fucking roads, you don't really learn too much unless you're, you know, risking it all for the biscuit. I wouldn't do any tricks or anything that I'm not comfortable with on this bike on these roads, and I think that's why I'm not really feeling the urge to do it with this new caliper, because I don't feel completely comfortable. But I don't, fuck else am I gonna do it at? So, you know, we make do with what we have. I wouldn't run on the road either. It's probably not a great idea. Oh yeah, back to progression on the streets and shaky handlebars. If you're gonna be doing wheelies on the street, find somewhere nice to do it. If you're trying to learn on the street, because like this, I wouldn't do anything new on it. That's sketchy. You want to limit the variables that can fuck you up when you're trying to attempt new shit. When you're at a lot or a strip and you go there every weekend, Bob's your uncle. There's consistency in that area, consistency in how your bike runs in that area. You know, the floor straightness and shit. Whatever, bro. I'm getting too into myself. You know, whatever. But when you have roads that you're familiar with but aren't predictable, they bend, they don't go straight necessarily, so that's just something you want to kind of stay away from. You got police as well, so that's another thing you don't want to deal with. And people. That's three things that you can't control. And that's why the UK, I feel, is so behind, because there's nowhere to do this shit. And there's not that many people in the UK compared to the US in general. So that's just my thoughts and feelings. But yeah, I've been on the road for the past year. I've barely learned shit. I've refined like knee knockers and sit downs. I would say sit downs I've still not really got that well. It's very, very hit or miss. Mostly because look at the fucking roads we ride on. Bouncing all over the fucking place. No good for nobody. But yeah, essentially when you do the same shit over and over, you get good at that thing. But you're not gonna learn new shit. When I went to Bristol one weekend and I got like 3 new things. I hand dragged, started doing stand-ups. You know, life was good. I was motivated. And then I woke up the next day after I got home and was like, ah shit, that was Bristol. I'm not riding 3 hours to go to a fucking strip. Yeah, it just sucks. I do have a strip near me, but it's iffy. People will report and police show up, and I just don't want to deal with that shit. At least on the road, I'm always moving. I just don't like possibilities of that, you know. And part of that is very paranoid. Why did you fucking ride then? Why are you riding a bike? That's true to an extent. I guess I've just been doing it so long now that I know the possibilities, and I'm okay with that. I know a lot of people stunt to get away from other problems, and they get addicted to it. Like, it's like a drug for them, basically. It ain't like that for me. I don't care if I'm progressing fast, progressing slow. But I started posting on social media, and I think that just made me all fucked up. Like, I was trying to rush it. I was like trying to prove myself for no reason, and I burnt out a bit. Yeah, I don't care about bikes or stunting that much. Well, I do, obviously. I've spent quite a lot of money and time on this hobby, but I don't need it all the time. I get happiness from other things, like crying. I'm playing. No, bikes are a big part of my life, and I met a lot of people through it. In the past year, just in the past year, I've been riding 7 years now. God damn. And yeah, in just the past year, I met more people than I have in my entire life. But you know, what comes quick can go fast as well, so gotta watch out. Take it easy. We're going for longevity, not quick fame or quick successes. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I've been around, so I don't really know where I want to go. I don't really have anywhere to go, so I'm just gonna call it a day. Yeah, bikes alright. I guess I'll go through the things I changed. So I put the res down there, just to get it out of the way, and when I wheelied it didn't tip over. I guess I can do that. It doesn't matter. Just get it out of the way. Switches are down there now. That one down there. Added these so that the plastic doesn't fly off and rip when you're going 100, because that happens, I guess. Yeah, just bits and bobs, getting it ready for Germany. Now I just gotta get comfortable on it, so. That's why so many people keep getting fucking hit on this road, because people are just running red lights and shit. I mean, fair enough, but... Like, what was their plan if that was fully red and people were going? Are they just gonna fuck it up? Like, what's their plan now when they have to slow down? I wanna see them go by. On tow. Did they just print out a fucking... See how this goes. Are they gonna get a clean run? Why doesn't White Boy have his cautions on? That's a setup for sure.